Great. We moved all the way over here to watch him play.
Look, man, I want to give a play-by. We're recording.
Oh.
We're gonna do a play-by-play of these adult baseball league. I was gonna start talking mad shit, and then I realized that Boski isn't one of those, so I guess I shouldn't talk mad shit. Boski, these are really old people. I'm competitive as fuck. I'm about to go in there and be like, who's losing? I'm on their team. I'm about to win this for you guys. I'm competitive as fuck, dude. That's the only thing that I'm really into about jiu-jitsu.
All right. What I'm going to do is, at the end of this, you're really fast. You're faster than me, obviously. You go in there. When the ball's flying to somebody, you just go in there randomly and catch it.
Just throw it back at them?
And throw it back at them. And they're going to be all pissed. And they're going to go after you. You just run to the car, drive your car over here and pick me up, and then we'll just...
Just go?
And we'll just go.
You see this goofy motherfucker right here trying to run out here?
Which one?
The one in Jersey over there, football jersey.
Which one?
I don't know, man. They're all goofy.
They got a few jerseys.
I will say, though, this is a regular ball. It's not a softball.
Oh, that hit, though.
No, it's a foul. Or was it?
Foul ball.
Foul ball. If it's out, I get to keep it. So I'm going to go get that ball when we leave.
That is correct. I believe those are the rules.
I will say, though, that hit, they're an actual...
Oh.
That girl's a hitter.
Foul.
That girl's a hitter.
Oh. These guys need to work on their catching.
Yo, dog, they need to work on everything. Look at this. Look at this.
It's not good.
Threw it. Was that a man that threw that ball like that?
Yeah.
I wonder if they can hear us. I'm like, man, that commentary is just tearing us apart.
Hey,
yeah, man. That I think that was a guy that knows a woman, right?
This dude's a hitter. This dude might hit
they're all
this
moving
ball
back.
out. They're all moving back.
I'm going to drop this mic when this ball hits this fence. I'm going to catch it.
Does that count?
I'm going to drop it, too. Luckily, I got replacement mics with me right now. I'm always ready. I'm always ready, son. Lay piper, replacement mics. I'm always ready.
You know what my, you know what one of my coworkers said?
What?
She was like, "Oh, it was a stressful day. It was a stressful day today."
Fucking, Armstrong over here kicking ass.
Yeah, it is. It was like, "Oh, it was a stressful day today. So I'm about to go home and tell my man to lay some pipe in me."
She said that to you?
Yeah, she said that to my boss. They're talking
to your boss. Okay, I was gonna say to you. When
no, because they're women and they're. Because I work with nothing but women, so they'll chirp at each other like hens. You know, how women do.
Dude, this guy made it seem like he was gonna hit like a Babe Ruth home run, and they just walked his ass.
I think they walked him. Right? Is that what happened?
No, they're not even on the field.
Dude,
they're moving back again. What is it? Ken Griffey Jr.'s up?
No,
that's the only baseball name I know. Babe Ruth.
That's a little dude too.
That dude that's busting nuts in J-Lo.
That's not that person. Anyways, did you hear about the terrorist attack that happened?
Yeah.
Right.
Interestingly enough, I guess it's really close to Casey Neistat's house.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there you go. Now, how
Good
about you get it back to the
one.
bases? Anybody get out? Nope. Go back to first, bro. Go back to first. Good job.
All right. Did you hear about the supposed?
Okay, the whole thing sounds fishy. That whole thing. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but the more I hear some of this shit, the more I become one.
Yeah.
Like it sounds fishy. Like he had a flag in the thing, an Al Qaeda flag, and like he had like plans of everything he did, and how like he test ran this like a week before with another Home Depot truck, and he apparently had pictures of 2016 Halloween in the van. Like, why is all this shit in the truck? Why do you need pictures of what fucking New York looked like a year ago while you're doing this?
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a little convenient.
And they killed the guy. Like the whole thing was fucking.
You might say,
whatever.
well, you know, he's planning all that shit out. Well, things aren't that convenient in life. Things don't just fall into place so easy.
And the weird thing was like Casey went to go back to his house because he wanted to check on his family because nobody's picking up the phone, and he has video of this where he goes and he's like, "Hey, I live here. I'm trying." He's like, and the police officer's basically like, "You need to get back." He's like, "Your family's fine." They kind of got the perp, and I'm like, I thought this dude just ran over a shitload of people. Like, why are you telling him his family's fine?
It's a little convenient.
Yeah, no,
things
the whole
are a
thing
little
sounds
too
a little shady.
convenient.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a conspiracy guy.
It's
You
a
are,
little
but it sounds a little
convenient.
shady.
Things don't.
Oh shit, son! They do that thing where like, it's like the end of the game and they all gotta slap hands.
Dude, I used to do that shit when I was in T-ball. What kind of weak shit is that?
I never. Boski, do you do this shit? Because I don't like. This whole slapping of the hands at the end, like, this doesn't tell me that you're telling me good sportsmanship. It just tells me that you're doing it because it's procedure. Now, if a guy gives me a firm, fucking manly handshake, which,
On
by the way,
ass.
doesn't happen very often in my life. If a dude gives me a firm handshake and he's like, good game, man, I'm like, fuck yeah, man, good game. You know where that happens all the time?
Right.
Fucking jujitsu. I'll murk a motherfucker, and he'll be like, good, man, thank you for rolling. And they'll be like hella appreciative. Be like, thank you.
Damn, that dude's like the Flash. He's
I
gonna
hope he trips
fall.
and falls. Oh, he lost steam, dude. He lost steam from second to third. He's just running the bases for no fucking reason.
I think we're gonna have to move to the other one.
We're gonna play-by-play this bitch or what? Anyways,
No.
What were we talking about?
That after the game, they're all slapping hands.
Oh yeah, man. But jujitsu, like dudes will give you a firm fucking handshake and they'll be like, "Hey, man, appreciate you choking me the fuck out." Like, doesn't say it that way, but it's
Understood, right?
it's a genuine like, "Hey, man, appreciate you letting me use your body to practice my shit, and you got me today." It's like a genuine thing. This whole hand slapping shit, man, whatever. I did that when I used to play baseball. When I was really young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, when I lost, I was such a fucking sore loser. And I was just like, slap the fucking hand. But I was just like, fuck that dude. Fuck that dude for making me get out.
That's right. That's what's up.
And fuck the pitcher, too, for striking me out.
That's what's up, too. Fuck him especially, right?
Exactly, man.
Fuck all his family.
You didn't know. I was going full clip on those swings. That's why he struck me out. He knew I was trying to Babe Ruth the motherfucker.
That's right. That's what's up.
His coffee's kicking in. I'm getting that aggression in.
All right. Did you hear about the other supposed attack on the U.S.?
Which one?
Apparently, this one was going to be by the U.S. government. The Army was going to be practicing some military drills. So they were going to set off a giant EMP device.
Oh, fuck.
And it was going to, just send us back to the Stone Age for like a week or two.
Where?
Somewhere here in the state we're in.
In the state, really?
Yeah, California, Nevada, somewhere around. It was going to be a huge EMP, so it would have took out, a couple
Well,
states.
the power plants, wouldn't that still fucking kick in?
Nah.
Well, speaking of which, I got to
it
try to
knocked out everything.
There's a dude I'm trying to interview for the podcast who he works at the power plant. That'd be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there. It's
I'll be
fucking
like, so is your power plant like how it was on Pokemon? It's a bunch of Pikachus running on a wheel?
Oh, fuck. Dude, legitimately, though, like, I was talking to him a little bit about it. Like, those rods that they use, the Simpsons in that intro where you just those fucking rods.
Yeah.
Those rods still put out radiation for a while, right? But eventually they get drained of power.
Yeah.
So he just told me, like, they put these things in a fucking, like, vault on the ground that's sealed. And they just keep them there forever. Like it's such a the most ass backwards way of doing it, where it's just like, oh yeah, we'll deal with that shit in the next decade when we fill the container up.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They put all the radioactive stuff in a container and they put it in a sealed thing, and they're like, this shit should not leak out of here, but just in case it does, we're prepared for it.
The plutonium, right? Plutonium? Is that what it is?
Plutonium.
I'm just like, dude,
waste.
man, that's just that fucking.
And you might be like, well, how are they prepared for it? Well, they made all those monster movies like Godzilla and shit. So we know how to take down Godzilla. We just keep shooting at that motherfucker until he dies. So that's the plan.
Yeah, no, that whole, I gotta talk to him about that, because I'm like, dude, this sounds like an ass backwards way of doing
they're like,
this.
what if the radioactivity like hits like a moth and Mothra comes? You just keep shooting at that giant moth until it dies, man.
Fuck that. We shoot those bitches into space. And I hate it because we have so much trash already in space. Like, if you look at pictures of all the satellite and debris in space, it's pathetic. Like, we're turning anything around the Earth into, like, trash central.
The real question is, what if you put the nuclear waste in a volcano? Would that, like, destroy it?
No, man. Nuclear waste is going to go through into the core. That thing is like the Mach 3 Iron Man armor. Nothing happens to that shit. It's fine. It's the Uru metal infused Iron Man armor. It's just going to go to the bottom, and then I don't know what the fuck happens when that thing gets to the core. And the problem is, it's like, okay, we have a nuclear power plant in the state. How many is there in the world? We just had that giant fuck up in Japan, right?
A couple. Yeah.
It's like, there's plenty of uranium that's just sitting around collecting dust.
So just waiting.
Waiting.
Then they bury it in the desert because, the salt, like, supposed to contain it.
It doesn't do jack shit. Look at Chernobyl. Fucking that thing went belly up, and then it's unlivable for a few 100 decades.
Hey,
or some
some
shit.
people can start going in there in the next 50 years, man.
Yeah,
Just
and
gonna-
then their sperm is gonna come out fucking two tails and going backwards in green. Fuck all that.
That's probably true. Anyways, that was a thing.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, man, I am the most sane when I don't pay attention to anything. When
So
it
it
comes
got
to
to
the
be.
news, like,
I got to be.
I'm kind of over it. Like the Trump shit, I'm over. I'm over the Hillary shit. I'm over the Russia shit. Like the more I hear about this Vegas stuff, the more I hear about this terrorist guy, the more I'm like,
Yeah, all
some
this
shit
shit
sounds a little
shit doesn't add up.
weird.
You might be saying, well, no, it all adds up. Yeah, that's the part that doesn't add up. That it all adds up so conveniently.
Well, no, there's just some stuff comes off a little fishy. But all I know is that I'm more sane the less I hear of it, the less I'm involved in it. Because honestly, there's just so much fucking negativity that sometimes, man, I just want to sit there and watch some funny ass memes and some funny videos and just enjoy life versus focusing on all the negative shit that in reality you can get uppity and mad about, but you're not gonna do jack shit about it. Like you're not. You're not. People were like talking about how DeFranco was talking about how there was no fucking way Bernie was winning. Like the Democrats had backed Hillary before Bernie
Yep.
was even chosen.
Yep.
Or any of them were chosen. So there's no fucking way that he was ever going to win. Let's say, look, you might not be a Bernie supporter, but what I'm saying is ultimately, like the system, what we think the system is not what the system is. Like the people that are going to get into those positions are going to get there because they've been funding the system for the longest time. They're already deeply woven into the system. That's why you'll never get an independent or a Green Party guy to get a presidency. That's why nobody's looking forward to changing anything either. I mean, the fact that we have a president in office now that won based on electoral votes but not the popular vote is a little fucking crazy, and we're doing nothing about it because nothing can be done about it. The system has been ingrained and embedded into this country for so long that, dude, it'll take Dr. Manhattan to change this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take a motherfucker like Dr. Manhattan
Mm-hmm.
to just scare everybody the fuck up. And
Yep.
just change things. Or a Superman like Injustice Superman.
Just come and just murk a few people.
Which, if you've never paid attention to the Injustice universe, I gotta say I might like it the most. You know why? Because it makes the most sense. Okay, you have a guy in Superman who is arguably the strongest dude ever. People like to make that comparison that the Martian Manhunter guy is way stronger, and he might be, right? But in all reality, like they don't use the Martian Manhunter the way they use Superman, where he's just all of a sudden has got new shit that he uses and he's super powerful, right? So he's just overused, and I still believe that absolute power corrupts absolutely, and ultimately that dude would eventually like fucking go apeshit. Like the fact that he hasn't like gotten pissed off at the bullshit that he goes through and all the politics that he has to jump, all the hoops he has to fall through, that he hasn't just been like, look, man, let me just clean this shit up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make sense. Like he would have done something crazy by now. Just like the whole thing where like Batman doesn't kill. Like at some point, man, somebody must have fell off of a roof, accidentally landed on their neck and broken their neck, and somebody's gonna die. Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
You're doing crazy shit. Batman does shit that's unbelievable. Somebody's gonna die. He's a regular dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, enough dumb movie and cartoon rants.
It's true.
So that's my thoughts on him. So yeah, man. Last week we didn't have a podcast, primarily because the viewership, the interest has been so dog shit that I felt like a break was necessary and needed, and so I was like, well, let's just not do one. That, and I had my yearly. That's not English. I had my annual rejuvenation day. What the fuck that means. So like once a year I like to like reassess my year and reassess my life and just kind of think about what what I'm gonna do for the following year and what I'm gonna plan for. And I don't like doing the New Year's resolution bullshit because that doesn't really work out great. I do it on my own schedule, so this is my schedule. So I kind of do it and I plan shit out and think about the goals I want to hit for the next. It's not a fiscal year. It's not like a calendar year. It's more like a fucking Jonathan's year. And so
It's like the first 4 months of the year, cream pies.
then the other 3 months, pull out, spray
Pull
down.
out. Just pull out spray downs. Probably some facials. Last 4 months, cream pies again.
You can't forget the pearl necklaces.
Oh,
You
wow.
gotta throw those in there, dog.
That's what you're going to focus on the last 4
Yeah,
months of
and
the
then you
year?
gotta rub in there like cream, like lotion, lubricant. You know what I'm saying? Gets the skin all nice and soft.
Ah. Wow.
Anyways, no, it's more like I do like fitness, and then I do like personal goals, financial goals, shit like that. Like I go down into the macro and micro of my goals, man.
Financial goal. Going to Chipotle, just throw wads of cash at them.
I'd be like guac and then just fucking grab a roll of singles and just there you go, DiCaprio this bitch.
Yep.
But yeah, so reassessing shit, just thinking about where I'm at, where my goals are, what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I got some jiu-jitsu goals, I got some financial goals, I got some fitness goals. I might try to start doing some heavy lifting again. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make them gains. I can't let Boski catch up, dog. Actually, he probably already beat me. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep up with the man. And then yeah. And it helps you really reassess like how you did with your last year's goals, And it really and in a sense too, it's also a way to like clear my head of like the last year worth of bullshit and realize, like, ask myself the serious questions of for example, like, have I really been productive? Have I really been doing the things I'm trying to do? Am I going towards the goals, whatever the goals were years past? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to reassess your life every once in a while. And I do it annually. So I took a road trip. So I was like, I'm going to do it. And in all honesty, it should have been a longer road trip. I should have given myself a day or some shit. But it's fine. I went up north, and then I hooked up to one of the cities up there. I went the back road. Back road was nice. Dude, I will say, man, there are parts of this state where you feel like you're in different states. Some of those back roads I took, there is so much greenery that I was like, dude, we're not in a desert here. Like, this is beautiful. It's a flowing river and shit. There's squirrels.
Yeah, man. Up North's Forest area.
Beautiful up there. Beautiful rocks, rocky mountains and shit. And I went back, and so like I told you, there's that little town that we've gone to a couple times. I really like that little town. People are like, oh, there's nothing to do. I'm like, there's plenty to do there. There's art galleries all up there. There's a candy shop. There's there's a couple restaurants. There's like that one store that's like not Halloween, it's Christmas shit all year round. It's great little town, man. You could spend a whole day there just walking around, snacking, taking pictures, looking at artsy stuff that artists have made. But every time we go up there, or I've gone up there, it's usually the weekend. And it's busy because it's a little town's basically all focused around tourism. And there's this little burger place that I've been trying to eat at forever. But every time I go up there, it's like a 30, 40-minute wait. And I'm like, man, I'm hungry now. It took me some time to get in this little town. I'm hungry now. And so I was finally able to eat at that burger place because it was during the week. What the hell was that?
They're closing up.
Oh. And so I was able to eat at that burger place. It was pretty good, man. And that whole town is built on the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
And so they had a freaking awesome view. You could sit up there and just literally look down on that mountain. It's awesome. It's awesome. Next time I'll eat that haunted place. But the burger place was awesome. And then I got here too late, man. I got here too late to go and train. So I was a little disappointed in that. But besides that, it was an awesome trip.
Did you rent a car?
Fuck no. I went in my car.
Wow, really?
I beasted it, man. Yeah, because I didn't want to rent a car because then I have to go get a car, drop off my car, or I have to ask somebody like you to help me go get the car. I didn't want to deal with it. Honestly, the whole thing was like 400 miles, maybe less.
It's not that bad.
I had to fill up once. Like, I filled up by my house, and I refilled up by my house when I got back.
It's not bad.
No, man, it was pretty good. Little cars, wongons on the roads. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was a nice little, like, you know, rebuilding of the mind a little bit. I still wish I had a little bit more time.
Yeah, you should have left like on Sunday and spent the night in that haunted museum or haunted hotel.
Oh, that would have been legit. I'd be like, come at me, ghosts. Come at me, bro.
And the ghost would have been like, get out. Been like, fuck you, you get out.
I'm like, yo, bro, I'm naked already. I'm not getting out. I'm going to sleep.
Bro, that's a big dick you got.
I'm like, it swings like an old grandfather clock. I'm like, that's right.
Like,
That's right.
Ghost, are you gay? Just done, you know. See ya.
It's just like, maybe. I'm like, just don't wake me if you're trying to fondle me at night.
No promises.
But, dude, one of the realizations I had on this trip was like, I feel like in my short life, I've lived multiple lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like, if I take down my life and like every decade or so has been almost like a different life. Like, I'm going to group youth all in one.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a youth, right? You have all your high school, junior high, whatever, you know, your college, whatever. I'm going to count college as youth too, even though it's like a weird time, right? It's like a transitioning time where if you kill somebody, you're definitely going there for life. But if you you know, you might or might not be tried as an adult, right?
Right.
Right? So we're
Okay.
transition. So, but then there was that point where I was totally domesticated guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Pretty much
Mhm.
almost kind of like living someone, kind of
Mhm.
married style life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're working, going
Mhm.
home, doing like a relationship-y married situation, house, mortgage, like the adult thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I'm in another piece of my life right now, like a different fucking life, like a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
In many respects, like different than the dude who was like married and different than the dude who was like, you know, school,
Mm-hmm.
not being tried as an adult.
Right.
I'm gonna say married and somebody's gonna fucking trip out when I say that. I wasn't married. I'm just saying married life.
Man, the first wife was bitch.
It wasn't married, man. But anyways, it just feels like it's a different. I don't know how to define the phase I'm in now, but it's definitely different.
Dick slinging bachelor.
You're like, you should have had this phase after college, and then you
Yeah,
would have moved on to the next
yeah.
one. I'm doing shit
Yeah,
backwards.
yeah, I'm
So
out of
so what's the
phase.
next one, dude? Do I go back to school, like back
Re-
in high school? I'm like a high school student.
Old retired gentleman.
I'm gonna
Old
have to do with the
retired
pipe.
sailor.
I'm gonna do with the
Yeah.
pipe, like Hugh Hef coming out. Like,
Old retired captain. You'd have people calling you captain.
oh, dude, that'd be a legit nickname.
I'm already the captain.
You're already
so
the
you
captain.
Need to
That's
be
what I'm saying.
the
I can't
pilot.
get that. You're already the Captain Save-A-Ho. I can't
You
fucking.
just told me a story about how to be saving. This might be too much for me.
Gotta take on big heights, man. Big goals.
I just want
big
to know how
dreams.
big her significant other was. I gotta, gotta get the tell of the tape, man. I can't be like picking on challenges that are too big for me.
Well, you worry that like John
Well,
Jones will
yeah,
come in
well, it
and
might
be
be
like,
John
yo,
Jones.
bro, that was mine before it was yours.
Actually, if it's John Jones, wait, which John Jones? The John Jones that fought that beat Lyoto Machida, I can take that John Jones. If it's John Jones that knocked out Cormier the second time because he's did all that powerlifting, you can't see the air quotes I use. Powerlifting.
Well, you really got to
I
ask
can't
yourself,
do that.
is which John Jones is it and how much cocaine he's taking in. Because
Yeah.
if he's taking any sort of cocaine in, he's not feeling any
He's not
damage you're
feeling
doing,
anything.
dog. You can unload a 16-round, handgun on him. He's going to come at you.
He's still gonna come, right?
He's still going to come at you. He's not going to feel
he's gonna
nothing.
take the bullet out of him and throw it
Throw
back
it back
at you.
at you.
That's right.
Might
yeah.
pierce your skin, too.
It might. You got crack strength, man.
So, yeah,
Like Rick
man.
James said, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, I miss Dave Chappelle's show. That show was awesome. But yeah, so I don't know, man. Captain is a good nickname. I need a nickname. I need a cool nickname.
The pirate, the booty pirate. Without
The
makes sense.
booty pirate. That's what the fuck? But anyways, yeah. So I was thinking about that, just in general, like about how I feel like every decade has been like a new like a different. It just feels like a different life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it feels like I'm living different lives, which is weird, right? Because then it's like, what's the next phase?
Long John Dickington.
John Dickington? Is that the nickname or the phase of the I'm going
No,
into?
nickname.
Oh, jeez.
There's Long John, I guess.
I'm going to have to think about this. But anyways. I was thinking about that. That was definitely something that was on my mind during the drive.
Oh, we should call you the Count.
The Count? Why the Count?
I don't know. Count all the hoes you bang, or count all the inches.
Count all the inches? Jeez.
Hey, man, however you want to take it.
Oh, jeez.
So many mysteries. It's like count how many cars you had. Count
A
how
lot of
many
cars.
near-death experiences you had.
Oh.
Count how many times we almost got caught by the cops for doing illegal drag racing shit.
Dude, that was another that's like a mini phase, right? Like the single dude. It was like, that was like between the shoot up a person and possibly get adult trial and domesticated.
That was going to be adult trial for sure.
But seriously, like, you think about it, that was like a between phase, right? Like right before the domesticated phase.
When they had the helicopter coming at you, this is gonna be.
And that was even scarier because the car had T-tops.
Yeah.
So like the light was being shined through the roof. You're like, what up, officers? Peace out, dog. I'm like, I can't outrun this thing, can I?
No, it's a helicopter. Just like that guy we saw in his what do you have, like Camaro or something?
Oh, whatever the.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what he had because the other dude had a motorcycle. Fucking retard. What are you? The motorcycle's gonna win.
Dude, remember did you see that video I tagged you on Instagram where like the cop is trying to slow down the motorcycle so he goes above him in front of him?
That was insane.
And he slows him down. That's how cops do to try to slow cars down. But it's a freaking motorcycle. So he literally slows down and then goes through the median and goes to the opposite freeway and then just dips.
Yeah.
And I'd get off the freeway as quickly as possible. And then just park and eat somewhere for about an hour and just be like...
Yeah, he probably needed to like throw his motorcycle in some bushes. For
Yeah, that's a good point. Right? Throw it off a cliff and just be like, dude, somebody stole my bike. I just got out of dinner and I realized it wasn't there.
Yeah, like something, because like that was awesome, but also
if you got your plate, you're fucked.
Well, yeah. Also, he's gonna be like, yeah. So the red motorcycle with a white stripe just fucking evaded me. Maybe be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, that's fucked. You're
like
fucked.
It was badass, but you're like fucked. If the cop had any sort of eyes on him, like you're fucked.
Well, if he got your license plate before he went in front of you, yeah, you're screwed, man. There's no way. Unless you say that somebody stole your bike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like just fucking throw it somewhere. Just like just put it inside a McDonald's and just run away.
Put the keys on, right?
Yeah, with the keys in it. Just give it to a hobo you see. I don't know, man. Something.
I've been looking a lot into motorcycles, man. I kind of want one right now.
I want guns, man. These guns were cool.
Well, yeah. Oh, so tell people, man. We had a good couple weeks, dude. No podcast, by the way. Like, I had one YouTube video that went up this week because it was already pre-edited and rendered and scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
But no podcast, no YouTube editing, and we did a whole bunch of fun shit, which is really a good argument for me not putting up any more videos, by the way. But we did the golf. We
did some golf.
We went to the driving range.
Yep.
We went shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did we do? We did one more thing. Oh, we did the bowling.
Bowling. That was cool.
Bowling was fun. Thank you for that. I thought we did something else. But anyways, those were all fun shit. We did the nighttime bowling thing. Got a couple. It's like an adult bowling place. So we had a couple drinks. We're bowling. I was whooping that ass with the ball, man.
Mm-hmm.
But then I get in the streak where I get real good, and then I just start sucking again.
Yeah, that place was cool. The only thing is, like, they don't have a good selection of balls. You know, when you go to like a normal bowling alley, they got like a good selection of balls.
Yeah.
That's the only downside of it.
Dude, you got to do what my parents do. They're all about bowling now. So they go on Craigslist, and they buy a ball with a bag and all this other shit, because people will get rid of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they take it to one of the bowling places, and a lot of these places have the machinery to bore out or make the holes smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So they can actually fit your ball that you get on Craigslist, like cheap as hell, with your fingers already. So you can just take it with you.
That's
You
crazy.
get your own ball, man. Dude, my parents got like 3-4 balls. I'm like, why do you have so many bowling balls? They're like, well, they told me this the other day. I was like, the fuck? They were like, oh, we don't want to wait for the ball to come back, so we want to have another one there just ready to just go. I'm like, oh my God.
That's some first world problems I've ever heard of it.
Yeah, man. So I was like, really? So, anyways, yeah.
I think you're supposed to take that time to be like, okay,
Let me
let me reset up. Let me get my next shot.
Hey, man, they want to go. They want to go at it. So
Okay.
they got multiple balls. So that's what we need to do if we get into this shit. We need to get some balls, get them all bored out.
I mean, granted, I'm not a professional bowler. I don't really know much about bowling at all. But I feel like I don't really take that time to be like, oh, okay, I got to hit the 7-10 split or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever formation it is.
Yeah, they get into it, man.
Okay,
Whatever makes you jolly. They're getting those balls cheap as hell on Craigslist, so do what you want to do.
See, it would be badass is if you get a bowling ball that looked like a Dragon Ball.
I don't know what kind of special paint they use on them because, I mean, they're literally sliding on the ground, so it doesn't chip. So, but anyways, my whole point is that you can go on Craigslist and get one really cheap. Probably with the bag and shoes, too, if you get real crazy. But, yeah, that's a cool one. And then the driving range. The driving range, I feel like, is even more applicable to your example where you take some time and you reset, and then you hit the next ball.
Yeah.
You're like, how did I fuck that up? Because, see, when you and I go to the driving range, my goal is just to try to hit shit as far as I can. I'm not trying to hit none of the little flags anywhere in that place.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, like, Thor hit every ball across the field if I can.
You go crazy, man.
I
got
that shit.
Scared a bit because I'm like, this dude's going to throw his back out.
I might have. Dude, I was sore on my left side only the next day.
You go
my
crazy.
abs were sore. I was like only my left oblique.
I was like, calm down. It's not a woman. You don't have to just like go ham on it.
That's my goal, man. I'm trying to hit one of the nets. And I can almost get that right side for some reason. My balls just curve right. Like I told you last time, I think I have a heavier nut that just throws my balance off.
Is that what it is, huh?
Maybe it's cancer.
Oh, jeez.
Would it be? You think? This is a question for the ladies. Ladies, do you ever notice if a dude has one ball? Like if a dude has cancer and he gets a nut removed, right? Do girls ever notice that a guy has one nut? I mean, has Lance Armstrong ever fucked a girl, and then the girl been like, "Oh, you only got one nut"?
Dude, Lance Armstrong's probably beating that shit up till his his stamina's insane.
That EPO is like, yeah. It's like this guy's not even getting air in. He's just going. It's been 3 hours.
Yeah,
like,
they're probably like tapping out.
That's probably a good point, right? EPO. He's probably doing EPO just before he's going to go balls deep. But yeah, I'm just curious if girls even give a shit, right? Because I haven't met too many chicks that are super into balls.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they're playing with them. Unless you're watching like the porn where dude's like, oh, don't forget about the balls. And fucking like licking it. It's fucking lifting the giant fucking dick up and like licking it.
Yeah, I haven't met too many chicks that are super into balls where they're like giving them special attention. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a 2-man ticket where you gotta please both of those. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really run into too many girls. I'm sure they're out there. Don't get me wrong. There's a person out there that's into everything. I figure you're the type of person that likes to eat a piece of pie while some girl's blowing you. Like I'm sure there's a girl out there that's into that too. I mean, it's gonna be a little harder to find.
But you'll
find it if you try hard enough. I believe in you. But my point is, I don't run across too many women that are like, hey, let me get that balls first. You know what I mean? Like that Dave Chappelle joke where he's just like, I want to get what did he say? He's like, I want to get silicone on my balls so I can, show him. And he's like, have you ever seen any of these balls? They're all smooth. The wrinkles are out. Dave Chappelle, man. That dude needs to come out with a new comedy special.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, so anyways, back to my point. Why did I bring up one ball only?
Oh, because you said when you go to the golfing range.
Oh yeah,
golfing range.
Yeah, that's my goal at the
Driving
golfing range, man. I try to hit one of the nets, and preferably the back net. But I never get it that far. That's dude. Remember
that one dude?
I was gonna bring that guy up.
That dude the dude was being an asshole. He heard us talking, and he would purposely watch us go like a few, and then he'd see how far our goes, and he would hear us because I think there was only a couple people there at that point.
Yeah.
And we were pretty loud because we were on top because there's 2 levels, top and bottom. He was on the bottom level, and we're on top. So I gotta assume our voices travel a little bit
Probably.
more because we're on top. And so we're like, oh, yay, we hit it like 200 feet. Yay, we're all happy. And this dude just fucking launches it.
Fucking ape shit hits, man.
Just crazy.
And he was trying to prove a point. Like, I would hit it far as shit, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And then you just see the ball go, whink, and
Yeah.
it just goes past
It
mine like
just-
nothing.
He just
Like
flew.
nothing. I was like, all right, man. Jeez, I get it. You're the Mr. Big Dick of this
Yeah.
of this
I was
arena
like,
here.
let me have my victory, man. Damn. I'm just trying to hit this like 200 feet.
It's like fucking. I imagine just Thor down there, and he's like, look at these mere mortals.
Yeah.
Can I hit these balls?
We should actually went down to go talk to him. Be like, dude, how are you doing
this? Can I
this?
just film you and I'll just study your movements?
Yeah.
You don't portal this shit.
Yeah, really. We should actually went to go talk to him, see what he was doing. But
Bugs are getting in my mouth.
But yeah, he was crazy. But yeah, when you go there, that's a little more relaxing than the bowling thing, I think.
Yeah,
But-
bowling. I was getting competitive. See, I'm hyper competitive. We got into bowling, and I was like, I gotta get every strike possible, and I didn't do that good. But still, I was like, I gotta beat Ruben.
You know, what's funny when we did the ball. I played the bowling when you were doing Marvel vs. Capcom at Castles.
Yeah.
I did the bowling game over there, and I got like the 15th highest score on the bowling game. Like
That
the
one was
old
like a little ball.
yeah,
you,
where you
you
got like
roll
roll it
forward.
with your hand.
Yeah.
That's fine. I got a really good score on that.
Yeah, I get competitive. Like whenever we go to Castles and we're playing NFL Blitz, man, I get into it. I get into NFL Blitz or Marvel vs. Capcom when we play that. I get into it.
You know what's funny? Hold on, where you on?
Have that coffee, yo.
It
Jeez.
was just for flavor.
Jeez.
At work they have for the for whoever they have a STEM club, science and math club, science and math, or something, whatever STEM stands for.
Okay.
So they teach about like computers and like robots and shit. So I guess their project for like this month or the next few months is to program a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, I'm in there, dude. I'll be like the teacher. I'll be the student instructor. I'll be like, we're gonna build a Raspberry Pi retro gaming machine. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing, and I was like, oh, you're like, how you gonna do that? You gonna put like games? What games are you gonna put on there? I was like, put Killer Instinct in there so I can go play that during my breaks.
I want to be able to have this and hook it up to the TV when you guys
Yeah,
are
when
eating.
you're-
So
sure.
I'm gonna play.
Also, you know what they gave us just on Thursday for, I don't know what, they gave us an Apple TV.
Why?
I got no clue.
You're like your kids. Let me stream you my favorite video. You're
Yeah,
like,
let me show you.
www.you. They're like, Teacher Ruben, why is that other site coming up on your URL history?
Yeah, I know, it's just crazy.
And why is it favorite? It's got a little star on it.
Well, it's a good video, kid. That's why. It's good movement for one person doing a solo masturbation scene. Anyways, this is the wrong video. Let me show you my favorite episodes of Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, jeez.
It's episode 7 of season 4. Anyways,
Which is that one?
I don't know.
Oh.
But you know what it's not? Anything after season 4. That's what it's not.
Splinter Cell is watching that now.
If you pass season 4?
Yeah, he did somewhat agree, but he was just like, yeah, it kind of works. I was like, I don't agree, Splinter Cell.
Season 5 kind of works. If you watch season 5, okay. After that, it's just dog shit. You might as well just look at a rock.
Jeez. You might as well just watch dog shit like in the winter when it's steaming and just wait till it's no longer steaming.
Yeah, you could. You could also just watch your dog take a shit, and it'd be more exciting.
I don't know.
It'd be more
man.
congruent, more be a better storyline. But anyways, so they gave us an Apple TV. Apparently, we're supposed to use that to enhance the kids' education.
I will say, man, kids have some cool shit these days. Like, at Target, I've seen them at Target primarily, where it's like a little dev kit where like a kid can buy it's almost like a little Raspberry Pi, and it's a little computer And you could program it to do stuff and have a finger sensor and have like, it's pretty neat what kids have access to. If you give a shit about your kid, you should think about getting them into that kind of shit instead of trying to have them watch that moronic SpongeBob all day and make them lose brain cells. In fact, you know what's better than having them watch SpongeBob? Probably giving them a drink.
Probably.
Because it's going to lose less brain cells giving them hard alcohol than it is freaking watching SpongeBob.
That's probably true. It's probably definitely true. But yeah, so I hooked it up real quick because it hooks up to our projector we have.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh,
then
that'd be
it's like-
awesome. Just throw the Raspberry Pi on the projector.
Yeah.
And then you're just like wall on wall Killer Instinct. Dude, just bring the PlayStation there. Just have like a 30-minute lunch break Modern Warfare.
I wonder if I could do that. I'm going to do that one day. Be
I
like,
miss the green room.
who brought this PlayStation 4 and brought Modern Warfare? That's
Crazy.
crazy.
Hey, kid, run this
Although,
card.
since it's here, might as well fucking play. Yeah. Also, I was messing around with the settings for Modern Warfare. There is a setting you put to make all the bullets look like paintballs.
That's cool.
It is cool. So now when you shoot the bullets and you're like, how did I miss? Well, when you hit them, it's paintballs, so you know. Or if you like miss and it hits a
Interesting.
wall, it shows.
Shows it.
And I'm like, this is the most helpful fucking thing ever.
Dude, that's another thing we should try for Super Happy Fun Time Days. Paintballing.
That'd be a good one.
It's not, everybody complains about it hurts. I'm like, dude, it doesn't hurt.
You know what else hurts? Life, but fucking
Yeah,
get
man,
over
get
it.
over it. I got smacked with a paintball on my forehead. Wasn't that bad. It literally is like a rubber band just smacking you. That's man up. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna
Fairy
go in full
princess.
like medieval knight armor.
You're like, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
Your mobility's gonna suck. You're gonna be able to move with that thing.
That's true.
But yeah, there's a couple things that'd be Super Happy Fun Time Day. But like I mentioned before, man, I have no interest at this moment to edit YouTube videos. That's why I was hoping by now you'd have your computer editing set up ready to go. That way I could just give you the footage and edit, because I am not interested in doing it, man. You know what I started doing? That I've been saying I'm going to do forever? I started doing sculpting again.
Oh yeah.
I started making a Rambi.
What the fuck is that?
He's a rhino from Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this bug just tried killing me.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know, man. I felt just a giant thing grab my arm. Anyways, yeah, I started making Rambi from Donkey Kong because I just beat that thing. So I was on a Donkey Kong Country hype, and I got the body down, man. I'm starting to get these techniques down. It just takes time. It takes a lot of time. I've been debating trying to do digital sculpting.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that's just another thing I gotta learn. But I think it would exponentially, if I can get good at that, I can probably do it a lot faster than I could do physical clay.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever wanted to make something, I could always 3D print it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think I can get it a lot faster. Plus, I could take that anywhere. It's not like I'm gonna be able to take my clay with me to like, I don't know, Starbucks or some shit. Like I do take that little tablet or whatever everywhere and just make some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, just some random nerdy shit I've been into. But yeah, man, that's my thing right now. That, and I'm like just listening to audiobooks as I'm doing it. So I'm doing a two for one. Trying to get into that Witcher lore. But yeah.
Witcher lore.
That
Oh
Witch-
yeah, you didn't say what I got. Did you ever put together that?
Fuck yeah, I did the first night. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
I did that night I got home, dog. I don't fuck around.
Was it hard or no?
Fuck no, I got that shit like a pro. I'm all about Legos. I had Legos like when I was young, so I was just like, I'm all about it.
Because I know I got the Terminator one, and the Terminator one I had is kind of hard.
Really? I'm good at that stuff because I always had Legos when I was younger. There's something relaxing too about Legos where it doesn't take a lot of brain power and you just flip the page and you're like, all right, this has got to look like this, so let me put this together, and then you just put it like it doesn't take a lot of brain power and it's almost somewhat relaxing. Fuck it, I'm against the Legos. Legos are too expensive, man. Like you're looking
what
at
you could have done is I wanted to do this when I was doing, like when I was coloring. I was thinking of doing this, like putting up the camera and like watching me, like color it, and
Oh.
then like
a time
time-lapse.
time lapse video
yeah,
with the Legos.
yeah, you could have done that with the Legos.
Could have done that with the Legos. I just haven't been super motivated to do like any YouTube videos. I just kind of got burned out, man. Like the podcast I'll probably continue, but I think eventually the podcast will move to iTunes. And I'm even debating splitting the podcast from the You and I bullshit talking shit podcast to the interviews that I do with people at specific topics. I might eventually split it, but I need to do the whole iTunes setup and all of that stuff so people could just download them instead of having to go through YouTube. Because, you know, not everybody has the freedom to just sit on YouTube for an hour, and listen to a podcast. So I think that'll eventually be what I do. And eventually, man, I don't know what I'd do for YouTube. It's just I'm not super motivated to film and edit and upload and tag and release and whatever. It's a lot of work. I've been doing it for a long time now. And there's not a lot of fruits there. So we'll see.
That's true. Oh, we didn't even tell them about the guns. We got off on a side tangent.
Oh, yeah. So we went shooting. So
yeah.
One of the other things. So bowling, driving range, and shooting. So we went to go shoot some guns. Some more. We just stayed with the 9mm. We really should do some of those rifles next time.
Shit, I didn't know you could do automatic weapons there.
Oh, shit. The Blair Witch is out here.
Shit.
The lights all just went out.
Bro, really?
The Blair Witch is about to come out and fondle us.
Bro, really? You don't see us out here? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, they don't give a shit. They're like, there's two
homosexuals are about to start a soup kitchen.
Yeah, man. So I don't, yeah. The guns are cool, though. The rifles will be cool. But now that it's getting a little cooler, we could probably just go to the mountain and tear it up. But some more handguns. I like the new one that we shot too, man. It's a little disappointing because I'm shopping around.
Say, when was what, the
Springfield XD9. Another 9mm, and I'm a fan of it. I liked it. It was good. We tried you picked a Glock, but it was a Glock 19, I think, and it was like a smaller handle. I think it was like a 10 rounder.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell it was. I think it was like one of those that people have because they want to hidden carry. What the hell is that called? Conceal carry. I didn't like the handle. It actually affected.
Yeah, it did.
Accuracy as well.
Yeah, I picked it because it looked like the handle had like a good grip on there. I thought
the stimpling was nice, but it wasn't a big enough handle.
No, it wasn't a big enough handle.
But that XD9 was nice, man. I really liked it. The problem is that I do still like the H&K VP9, and people are like, "What the hell is all these shit that you're saying?" Anyways, it's just guns. So I still like the VP9, but I wanted to compare the two. But of course, the VP9 was somebody who rented it already. So I'm like, mother fudger.
Yeah, and we went on a Sunday, which we thought
was going to be less.
Well, less. There's actually a good amount of people there for a Sunday. Surprising.
Yeah, I think the weekends are just busy for them. Once I gotta really make a debate on one of these two, I've got to go during the week and just try them out, just to see which of the two I'd go with. Because a lot of people are like, don't make a big deal when you go and buy guns. Dude, it's a big fucking purchase, all right? Why? Not like I'm saying like, oh, this is going to be the thing that saves me and my family. Not that. It's more the fact is like, it's a few $100s at least.
It's a bit of money.
It's not like I'm like going to Chipotle and I tell them to go ahead and add the guac. You know what I'm saying? Like
you can't take it once you get it. It's like I can't really take it back. It's
right. You'd have to sell it, and then I don't want to deal with the hassle of selling the fucking gun. I'd rather just be like, look, man, I want to get the one I want. That's why I'd rather drop a little bit more cash on the one I want, or go drop a little bit more cash on these rentals. But that's besides the point. More shit that you guys won't even give a fuck about. I'm saying, it's a commitment.
Yeah, so it's a little bit. It's a little bit of money.
Yeah. So. What else is going on with you, dog? So we had a good week. Long story short, we had a good week. We had a lot of good fun shit to do. Fun stuff. We never did that watermelon challenge again. Now that watermelons were in season.
Hey man, we failed about it
We failed
last
that thing.
year.
Video down below if I remember to tag it.
It's over. It's done. You gotta move on.
I feel like we haven't done a super happy fun time in a while, but I haven't been wanting to film, so that's my point. Oh, but on a side note, when I went up to the trip to take my little road trip, I took my new camera with me as I was doing some photos. So I might drop some of those on Instagram. Gotta get back. Dude, I'm lost some of my Photoshop skills. I'm a little disappointed. And it makes me realize, like, dude, as I take on more stuff and try to learn more stuff, like, it's harder to maintain what you already have, because you in order to continue to be good at something, you got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like my Photoshop. I got to go back to like references and notes I did for quick keys and like tricks and things I do to my photos to make them look a certain way. Like it just irritating. And it's just like, oh man, I thought this stuff was gonna come back to me like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, that's not the case. So yeah, so I might have some photos on my Instagram from my trip.
That'd be cool.
A lot of cool shit. I might actually get some of them made into like big art canvases and throw them up on my office.
You come over here and sell them like we did last time.
Yeah. Come over here and sell my shit.
Like, yeah, I took this picture when I was meditating on the peak of the Mogollon Rim of the Grand Canyon after I went on a hunger strike for the children.
For the children.
And then white people be like, oh my God, you did that? Like, yeah.
I was thinking, why white people, son? Why it's gotta be white people?
Did you see any minorities here besides us the time we came to this art gallery?
The people that were they're making the tacos in the truck.
Yeah, well, that was their own business. Like,
Yeah.
That was their own that was like a taco truck or whatever it was. But
Yes.
yeah.
All I know, man, all I know is that the photography thing's kind of fun again. I stopped doing it because I got pissed off trying to make that into like some sort of weird business thing. It just wasn't working out.
See, what you screwed up on, you're taking pictures of scenery. You need to get into nude photography.
Get into like hoe pics.
Yep.
I need to be like an Instagram hoe pic photographer.
Yeah.
Guy.
That's right. You need to be like, look, hold this bottle of Rockstar Energy. No, that's too big of a name. You need to go to Circle K. Don't go to
5-ounce energy bottle.
Yeah, no, don't go to QT or like a reputable place. You need to go to like the lowest life place you can think of. Circle K. Go to Circle K. Grab like a generic energy drink and just give it to a hoe and be like, here, hold this. And pretend like you're drinking it while you're working out. And I'm going to take some pictures of you and we're going to get sponsored. And also wear this like incredibly tight, revealing like booty shorts so we can see everything, and we'll be sponsored. That's how you do it, son.
I guess, man. Well, back in the day when I was originally doing photography, Instagram wasn't around, so there was no Instagram hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing that was around that you could, fuck around with hoes, and I don't mean that in the sense of fucking around with hoes, I just mean like in the sense of model photography, was that Model Mayhem, I think it was, that website where, have you ever heard of it?
The fuck is that?
It's like a Facebook for models. So you would create a profile as a photographer and be like, hey, you can interact with models or hire models through there so you can use them for photography. I think it's Model Mayhem. I think it's called.
That shit doesn't sound legit at all.
It's for photographers and stuff. It's actually somewhat legit. It can be, I'm sure, kind of fishy, but whatever. The long story short,
like, hey, I'm here for the modeling shoot. Oh, good. Let me see what you look like naked.
Ignore this 14 cam setup with his couch.
So, nobody told you you're going to be sucking my dick today.
Damn, is that how it goes?
Yeah. Oh, well, am I going to get paid? No, you get paid on the next modeling shoot. Well, okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. And that's how porn started, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
There's a show, I think, in series, maybe on Amazon, where it's like a show, it's a series,
Right.
where they kind of go into the 70s and how the world of pornography started. That could be interesting.
Amazon got a show about everything, don't they?
Amazon's got a lot. I'm telling you, that Hefner one you got to watch, especially now out of respect. Out of respect for Hugh Hefner now that he's dead. Rest in peace.
Shout out to Hugh Hefner.
Shout out to Hugh Hefner. I gave you a compliment on my last podcast, dog, or a few podcasts ago. But anyways, I was thinking about that. Amazon's got some cool shit. I'm telling you, they got some good series.
They apparently want to do a series of Lord of the Rings.
That could be cool. As long as they get the right funding in it, dude. Especially now that people are going to be struggling because Disney is going to pull all their shit from everything.
Yeah.
Because Disney's trying to be greedy as hell. The reality is, man, who's going to watch Disney? Like, besides Star Wars and Marvel, what else does Disney have? Like, are they going to put all their Disney movies available there at all times now?
Yeah, they probably will.
Like, because you know how Disney does with their freaking movies where it's like, oh, every 3 years this movie comes out. with the new version with undeleted scenes and character interviews and apparently like how the artist drew the character. You know what I mean? Like every few years they bust it out with the new version, especially if they come out with a new format. So if it's like DVD to Blu-ray, it's like, oh, now we got the Blu-ray version of Lady and the Tramp, where the tramp is extra trampier. Which, by the way, why is his name the Tramp?
I think that means poor person.
Oh, really?
Sure.
God, I'm just showed my ignorance. Yeah, that sucks. Anyways, I think we're reaching the end goal here, man. I think we knocked this bitch out. I did want to. I'll leave the podcast with a teaser. Okay, every once in a while, like so. Apparently, I've been trying to census our viewership, and there's not much I can do because none of y'all that are listening to this right now give me feedback on this podcast. But I'm not bitter about it. Fuck it. But apparently, the one census thing I was able to get was that some of y'all probably like the debauchery part of this podcast that we haven't really been able to get into too much. So I'm gonna tease some debauchery. So I had to go back into the memory banks. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back into the black book of my memories and get in there and try to get some debauchery for you, ladies and gentlemen, that apparently listen to this podcast because of it. It makes sense. That's how I tease it during Instagram. Another reason why people are hesitant towards interviewing on this, but whatever. So I was thinking back to my debaucheries, and I was thinking about this one situation that I'll tease it this week, and I'll let you guys think about it for the week and tell me whether this is a good or a bad situation. All right? So fooling around with this girl. Stuff's getting hot and heavy. I won't say what I did. We'll talk about that next week. But I did some shit, and her response was, and I quote, right? She was like, "Ooh, you fucking nasty."
Damn, you put in her ear?
So I'm not gonna tell you what I did. I'll tell you that next week. But you can think about whether or not that's a positive or negative statement.
I'm going with you put it in her ear.
So that's my my quote of the week. It was basically she's just like, "Ooh, you fucking nasty."
Get a chick where you with us. Ooh, you fucking nasty.
So that's all I'm saying, man. Y'all can figure out and think about whether that's a good or a bad statement to say in the middle of like coitus. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is that if you're in the middle of something and you hear that, is that like a positive where you're like, yeah, she's getting into this, or is this like, oh, I fucked up, I just ruined it?
Ooh, you
It's
fucking
over.
nasty, John.
It's
Take that
over.
dick out of my ear.
So I start trying to fit it in there. It's not gonna fit in there.
It's the wrong hole.
Ugh. Anyways, that's what I'll leave y'all with. You know the procedure, all two of you that are listening to this. Like, subscribe, whatever. Tell your friends about it. Eventually, I will figure this iTunes stuff out, and I will get it on iTunes. And then I will really need some help and support in order to push this. Because I guess the initial piece of the releases, like when you first get on iTunes, that's when it's crucial. Because that's when you need people to download and also to rate it. And that's when I'll really need some support, because otherwise this will be another failed attempt at something. So
Damn.
just being truthful here, dog. So anyways, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about that. Any last words, dog?
See you guys next week.
It's like, ooh, you nasty. Oh, you fucking nasty. The fucking nasty is what makes it worse.